Hi everyone, welcome back to Evermore YouTube channel. How is your head this morning? It's Chris back with the aftermath from the Arsenal game. My word, what a night, what a performance, what an atmosphere. Unbelievable as Newcastle United beat Arsenal 2-0 again on the night, 4-0 on aggregate. We are in the Carabao Cup final, and this time it feels different. This time it feels like it's our time to lift some silverware, finally ending that drought of 70 years without some silverware. Incredible night. Incredible game. I've got to get this out from the off. Massive thank you to Deb for the generosity and getting me a ticket for the game. Unbelievable. I had a great night with Deb and Steve, so big shout out to them if they're watching this. It's just an unbelievable night. You know, Eddie Howe asked for it, the players asked for it, the fan base asked for it, War Flags asked for it. They wanted it to be a cauldron. They wanted it to be a big atmosphere. They wanted that to swallow up Arsenal, and it did everything, every single bit on that checklist. Ticked it all off one by one. They asked everybody to get in there early. I was out in the town early doors. People were buzzing. Bars were heaving. Restaurants were heaving. Mackie D's was heaving. Everywhere was heaving. And you could just feel there was the air of expectation, but a little tinge of anxiety in the air by a lot of people. You know, we talked about it before. The lineup come out, 5 at the back. Oh, no, we're going to sit deep. What's happened there? We knew Joe Linton was in a leg brace. We knew he probably wasn't going to make it. Massive shout out to Joe Linton, by the way, for rocking up in the retro Grandad Newcastle shirt with a scarf, waving at the rest of the fans. What a legend. But we looked at it. My exact words were, I was having a beer with a couple of very familiar faces prior. Great to see them again as well. And I was worried. I said, oh, Trippier's legs. I'm not sure about that. More on Trippier in a second. But Eddie Howe got this absolutely bang on, 100% bang on. We played with a back five. So we had Cher, Botman, and Dan Burn, and then Sven Botman came back into this team. And oh my God, what a Rolls Royce of a player this lad is. He's absolutely fucking brilliant. Sorry if my swearing offends you, but there's no better way to enunciate the fact that this lad is amazing than chucking an F-bomb right in there from the off. Everything about his game is positional awareness, his quality on the ball. You know, he just sniffed out all of Arsenal's danger. He didn't look like he missed a game at all. And if we can get this lad fully fit and keep him fit, for me, pound for pound, he's one of the best defenders in the league, if not Europe. He's absolutely brilliant. And he's only going to get better and better. He's at that right age as well. Massive shout out for Kieran Trippier. He came in tonight and he rolled back the clock. You know, he's not played a lot this season. Tino's played ahead of Kieran. And he came in tonight and he was absolutely brilliant. You know, he's not the Kieran Trippier of old, running up and down that line, whipping in those unbelievable crosses. But what he did do is he wound Arsenal up. And I said that as well. I said that to Steve and Deb I was sitting with. I said, we need to get in their faces. We need to wind them up. Get them off their game, you know, because they'll get rattled, they'll get annoyed. And that's exactly what Newcastle did. And Kieran Trippier was a massive driver in that. He was shithousing all over the place. He was squaring up to Lewis Skelly, who I think's a right cocky little bastard as well, after that celebration against City. And he needed a bit of that, maybe a little bit of humbling for you, Lewis Skelly. But he got stuck in, shoving Gabriel as well. Just absolutely brilliant all over the park from Trippier. Cher and Burn pressing high. I mean, fuck me. They were acting like defensive midfielders at one point. Winning the ball back. Cher does it for the goal. We'll get into the goals in a second. But just absolutely incredible. Even before the game, they said, get in early. Johnny Blue Hat's blasting the sacks. It's unbelievable. You know, he's playing local hero. Thunderstruck kicks in. I said Thunderstruck. Get it on. I was looking at the last semi-final against Southampton, and the whole place rocked with Thunderstruck, and did it again. The flags were waving. Everyone was stamping, clapping. Every single person, a man, woman, child, singing their hearts out, singing all the songs. It doesn't matter what stage of the game, there was just noise all over the stadium. You know, obviously being in it and absorbing it and being part of it is incredible. You go back home and you look at the content, you assume, you know, you consume it. That's what the aftermath's about. And you see it from the angle you're waving your flag. And then you see what it looks like from the other side of the pitch. And it's absolutely electric. It's incredible. And when that atmosphere is like that, there's no better place to be as a fan. There's no worse place to be as an opposing player. The Arsenal fans up in the gods of level 7, they'd have been looking at going, shit, you know, this is not something that our lads will probably handle very well, because they're not those types of players. They shrink in that environment. And we've got their number. Every time they come to St James's Park, they shit the bed, they rattle, they lose their rag. Players like Declan Rice, who's normally quite calm and composed, making stupid fouls. Thomas Partey, I lost track of the amount of times he fouled. The referee was dog shit. We'll get right into the referee right now. We hit first. I said we got a goal in us in this game. I thought Arsenal would throw the kitchen sink at us in the first 20 minutes, and they did do that. But the lads defended so resolutely, managed so well. But not only that, we didn't just sit back. And you know, it wasn't like the Allen goal. We were dangerous as well on the break. Murphy made a burst really early on, and that was the intent, that we were going to catch him on the break with pace. And Murphy was excellent. He got fouled. Again, the referee was soft as piss, didn't book anywhere near enough Arsenal players for it. And then the goal comes, and oh my God, what a finish this is. Alexander Isak, to me, bends his run and he's onside. He was right in front of me at the Leeds' end, right in front of me in the corner. And I thought he bent his run. He then unleashes an absolute thunder bastard of a goal in the top corner, a beautiful, crisp, clean strike. And it's ruled out. The referee was dying to rule it out. So was the assistant manager. They went to VAR. He said it. It was mic'd up, and he said it on Sky. You know, the number 14 was offside, and I thought, fuck right off, no chance. And the referee set a stall out right there that he was going to be against Newcastle United as well in this game. So we didn't have to just overcome Arsenal and their onslaught. We had to overcome the referee as well, and we did that. We'll get into that in a minute. But we kept pushing, we kept pressing. Arsenal started to come in the game a little bit. Odegaard hits the post, really good player, but even he was resorted to stupid little niggly fouls, kicking Gordon, getting wound up, you know, and that was exactly what we wanted. Get in their face and wind them up, throw them off the game, stop them being the team that they were against City in the beginning. We didn't play like City. You know, we sat back, defended resolutely, but we knew I had pace to get him on a break. And that's exactly what happened. So he hits the post less than a minute later. We break down to the side. It's a lovely bit of play. Isak, who just completely had Saliba and Gabriel's life tonight over the two legs. They'll be waking up in cold sweats, them two shouting Isak at the top of their lungs, shaking, while the missus gives him a glass of water. What's the matter, darling? What's that? Isak again. He's in my thoughts. He's haunting my dreams. That's exactly what he does to these two. They can't deal with him. He drops shoulders. He's in. He's out. He's pushing up against them. This is what he does for the goal. It's a beautiful little flick around. He shouldn't get it, but he does. He flicks it around. Gordon with a lovely ball through. Isak's gone again. They can't catch him. They can't deal with him. He whacks it, hits the post. And this finish from Jacob Murphy is fucking incredible. He slips it in. It just shaves the post, clicks it, and just takes in the back of the net. And it was brilliant because we felt that we were screwed out of the first goal. And the lads come straight back in. And they got the goal. It was absolutely brilliant. And Arsenal, again, you know, the pressing, the pushing. Sven Botman, imperious. Dan Burn, imperious. Cher, brilliant. Hall, excellent. Trippier, that back five was absolutely incredible. Sandro and Bruno, amazing tonight. Amazing. You know, taking the ball, running with it, getting fouled. I mean, the amount of fouls on Bruno was ridiculous. I seen Declan Rice half them and got fuck all. Bruno left one on, I think it was Trossard. Interestingly, with Trossard, they were warming up right in front of me, the Arsenal team. And this is something, not that I want to give Arteta any advice, but one of his own players caught Trossard's ankle. He was hobbling in the fucking warm-up. And I was thinking, I wonder if the lads had seen that. And the way Tonali and Bruno left a few on Trossard, I think they did. And that's brilliant from the lads, brilliant stuff. But we were digging in, we were getting in there, we were having chances ourselves. You know, we'll come out in the second half. You know, Gordon was amazing tonight, absolutely incredible. You know, Raya started to lose his head a little bit, started to wobble. There was warning signs about this. He fucked up. Gabriel fucked up. Gordon takes a shot. Probably should have maybe put a little bit more loft on it. Who might tell Gordon I'll play football? Fuck me. Put a little bit of loft on it. It probably would have hit the back there, but it just goes wide. There was the warning sign. And shortly after that, they're fucking pissing around again with it. Raya gives the ball to Rice. Cher is on him. Bang, gets the ball. Brilliant challenge. Pressing high. Those tactics that Eddie Howe put in place. And Gordon just slips in the bottom of the net. It's 2-0. Place goes mental. He grabs the scarf. He's waving it like everybody else. That's iconic. That's going to be an award flag, 100%. And I never felt at any point in this game that Arsenal were going to get back into this game. I never thought that they were going to take control of this game. These lads turned up and they came to play Newcastle United. The fans, they came to sing. They came to tell the lads exactly what they thought about them. And it was absolutely incredible. It was a time to be proud to be a Newcastle United fan. If you're not even a Newcastle United fan, watching that on the TV, wherever you are in the world, absolutely brilliant. It resorted to Gary Neville to ohs every 2 minutes. I was watching the highlights when I came back, which is brilliant. But we were excellent. We deserved this win. We deserved to win over two legs. We were fucking brilliant. Arsenal shit the bed completely. They could not deal with Newcastle's intensity, press, the atmospheres in James's Park. We can beat anybody when the ground is like that. Absolutely brilliant. I was worried there might have been a little bit of anxiety crept in if they'd got the first goal. If Odegaard's shot goes in, maybe the crowd would have reacted differently, but it didn't, and they didn't. And it was absolutely incredible. I'm so privileged and proud to be part of that crowd and chuck a voice into the noise, you know, and it is incredible to be at that ground when it's like that. All this talk of new stadiums, we haven't covered it yet, but all this talk of new stadiums with an atmosphere translate over to a new Newcastle United Leeds Park Stadium. I hope it does, because You can't put a price on that atmosphere at St James's Park when it is like that. And just a mention on the manager. He's had stick this season. I've been critical of him in game, tactically, selections. Why is he playing this guy? Why is he being too low at this guy? But he was brilliant tactically in this game. He outcoached Mikel Arteta 100%. He knew exactly what he had to do. We've got their number. I was watching Arsenal Fan TV's reaction to it. Credit to Robbie, who was really humble, I thought. No dig there, humble. Stay humble, Arsenal. But he was excellent in terms of his analysis of the games. They didn't win anything, didn't deserve it in the first leg, didn't deserve it in the second leg. You know, and to me, they didn't deserve anything out of these two legs. We were brilliant. We deserved to get to the final. I think we deserved to win it. I'll get onto that in a second. But absolutely brilliant from Eddie Howe and the lads. Unbelievable. Enjoy every single minute of it, lads. Bruno was electric. He was coming over, pumping the crowd up at the end. I love his interview after the game, saying you can get drunk, guys. It was absolutely relevant. Anyone needed permission from Bruno, but it's nice to get the seal of approval from the captain, to be fair. But just some unbelievable performances. You know, I think Kieran Trippier again showed what he's capable of. He still has something to give to this squad. Don't let him get sold. Don't sell him. You know, he's got something to give. And Trippier will want to be part of that squad now that lifts the Carabao Cup. Same as Sean Longstaff, who didn't want to leave. We want to be part of that squad that finally ends this trophy drought. All eyes are going to be on Liverpool and Spurs tonight. And I think Newcastle can beat whoever is in the final. If we turn up and play like that, and the crowd is up for it like that, I think we can beat anyone. Liverpool, Spurs, either one. I think we can. I really do. And this time around, it feels different. This time around, it feels like we'll know what to expect. We'll know how to manage the game mentally. Eddie will know how to manage the game mentally, emotionally. When the lads played Manchester United was shit. But a lot of their players had played cup finals. They knew how to handle it. The likes of Casemiro and players like that who took control of the game and knew how to win cup finals. Our lads didn't have that experience. They do have that experience now. And they have that bitter taste of defeat and losing the final. And they don't want to have that again. They don't want to swallow that shit again. They want to make sure this time they lift the cup and come back to Newcastle. And listen, I heard the Arsenal fans saying, oh, well, it's only a Carabao Cup, right? Fuck right off. The Carabao Cup to us is massive. It's absolutely massive. If Newcastle come back to the Northeast with the Carabao Cup, you will not be able to move in the town. The streets will be packed. People will be hanging off trees, all sorts of shit, because everybody will be wanting to welcome those heroes back with the trophy. It's March 16th. I'm sure whoever's going to Wembley's already booked the tickets. Massive respect for that, by the way. Talk about a gamble, but it paid off. You guys knew, and good on you. Enjoy the experience. I don't think I'll be at Wembley. I'd love to be, but I don't think I will be. And I'll be live on here straight after, hopefully, when Newcastle have lifted that trophy. And I'm buzzing for it. I'm buzzing for everybody involved with it. Absolutely amazing. This fan base deserves this. And just a special shout out for the atmosphere again. The chants and everything was brilliant. Whoever came up with, it must be the ball, it must be the ball, Mikel Arteta, it must be the ball. Swiftly followed up by, he's going to cry. You are an absolute legend, my friend. Whoever you are, whoever that person is, deserves a pint bought from by every Newcastle fan, if it was him or her. But that was absolutely fucking incredible. The best chant of the night. It reverberated around St James's Park. There's no doubt, I'm sure, Mad Dog Tinder was pissing himself in the dugout. I looked down at one of the stewards, was pissing herself at both the chants, especially the he's going to cry thing. And that just showed you how confident the fan base was. Bruno was juggling the ball at one point, like he was on the beach in bloody Rio, which is incredible. But listen, everything deserved for this fan base, for this team, for Eddie Howe. Absolutely fucking class. I'm buzzing that I was there to enjoy it. I'm buzzing that you enjoyed it back home, wherever you were in the world. Bring on the final. I don't give a fuck who it is. Let me know in the comments below who you'd rather have. I mean, I would rather have Spurs, not going to lie, because, again, we've got a good record against them. But let's beat anybody in the final. That's where you get the finals for. It doesn't matter who you play against. You got to just put it in and win that one game in the final and get that trophy back in the cabinet. And that could be the catalyst for Newcastle to take off and just start winning things on a regular basis. And then these shit houses will stop throwing this at us, because they always do that when they're bitter, when they've been well beaten by a brilliant team. Alexander Isak outstanding tonight, Gordon outstanding, Trippier outstanding, Botman outstanding, everybody outstanding. Everyone's 10 out of 10 for me. Everyone's man of the match, including the manager. Absolutely fucking class. Wembley, come on, get in. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about the game. Who was your star player? Who do you want in the final? We'd love to hear from you. Like and subscribe. Keep it ever more. We'll be back with the Birmingham preview. More games coming and the post-match after Birmingham. Unbelievable performance from Newcastle. Wow. Well done, lads. And I hope I haven't hurt your head. Get some paracetamol in your some Barocca. Have a beller, everyone. Keep it evermore. We'll see you later. Cheers.